In today's episode of The Story of Animals, we're diving into the world of nature's cleanup crew. These are the creatures who don't wait for a fresh kill. They swoop, crawl, or slither in when the party's over. Yes, we're talking about animals that dine on the dearly departed. Call them scavengers, decomposers, or simply opportunistic foodies. These animals play an essential role in keeping our planet tidy and disease-free. Today's topic, 5 corpse-eating animals. Number 1. Vultures. If death had a PR team, vultures would be the brand ambassadors. These bald-headed birds are often mistaken for ominous symbols, but in truth, they're ecological superheroes. Their stomach acid is so corrosive it can dissolve anthrax, rabies, and even botulinum toxins, things that would easily kill other animals. This means when vultures feast on rotting carcasses, they're not just getting a meal, they're preventing the spread of deadly diseases. And about that bald head, it's not just for looks, it's hygiene. Feathers would be a nightmare to clean after sticking your face inside a decomposing zebra. In short, they're nature's hazmat team, wings included. Number 2. Hyenas. Cartoons have done hyenas dirty, painting them as bumbling sidekicks. In reality, they're among Africa's most efficient scavengers. Sure, they can hunt down fresh prey, but they have no qualms about raiding lion leftovers. Hyenas have jaws so powerful they can crush bones like breadsticks. They'll consume everything, bones, hooves, skin, leaving almost nothing behind. But here's the kicker. That eerie laugh isn't them finding something funny. It's a social signal, used to communicate excitement, establish rank, or even plead for help. Imagine telling your friends, "I found a free buffet," but instead of words, it's a maniacal cackle. Number 3. Marabou stork. If the Grim Reaper had a pet bird, it would be the marabou stork. Standing up to 5 feet tall with a bald head, a massive beak, and a somewhat funereal demeanor, this bird is built for a life of carrion dining. They're often spotted hanging around with vultures, joining the feast when a carcass is available. Marabou storks don't just scavenge in the savannah. They're opportunistic enough to raid garbage dumps in human settlements. Think of them as the vultures' tall, gloomy cousins who show up to the barbecue uninvited but still get a plate. Number 4. Tasmanian devil. Native to the island of Tasmania, these stocky little marsupials have a bite that can rival any carnivore their size. They're not picky. Roadkill, old carcasses, you name it. Their sharp teeth can slice through flesh and crush bone, ensuring every scrap is used. What makes them truly memorable is their soundtrack. Blood-curdling screams, growls, and screeches during feeding time. It's like attending the world's angriest dinner party. But despite their scary vocal performance, Tasmanian devils help keep the ecosystem clean, reducing the spread of disease by disposing of decomposing animals quickly. Number 5. Dermestid beetles. You wouldn't expect a beetle to make this list, but dermestid beetles are the silent professionals of the corpse world. These little insects specialize in eating dried flesh, skin, and hair. They're so efficient that museums and taxidermists use them to clean animal skeletons without damaging the bones. They work slowly but steadily, and unlike vultures or hyenas, they'll show up fashionably late, after the body is already dried out. If vultures are the first responders, dermestid beetles are the meticulous forensic cleanup crew, polishing the remains until only bare bone is left. While corpse-eating animal might not sound like the kind of dinner guest you'd want to invite over, these species are absolutely essential for life on Earth. Imagine a world without scavengers and decomposers. Every forest, savanna, and coastline would be littered with the remains of the fallen. The air would be thick with the smell of decay, and diseases would spread unchecked. Not exactly the postcard perfect image of nature we like to imagine. Instead, these animals step in to make sure the cycle of life keeps turning. Vultures patrol the skies, scanning for trouble and cleaning up before trouble spreads. Hyenas and Tasmanian devils rush to the scene, turning even the most unsightly remains into fuel for their bodies. Marabou storks keep their beaks busy wherever there's a feast to be had, and domestic beetles finish the job with microscopic precision. Together, they ensure nothing goes to waste. Now, it's time to see how much you've learned from today's episode. We've got 3 fun trivia questions coming up. Ready? Let's start. Question 1. Why do vultures have bald heads? The correct answer is C, to keep clean while eating carcasses. Feathers would trap bacteria and bits of rotting flesh, so vultures evolved bald heads for better hygiene when feeding deep inside carcasses. Let's try another question. Question 2. What is unusual about the Tasmanian devil's dinner habits? The correct answer is B. They scream, growl, and screech during meals. These vocalizations aren't signs of aggression toward humans, but rather their way of competing for food and establishing dominance at carcasses. Let's move on to the last question for this episode. Question 3. Why are domestic beetles used by museums? The correct answer is B. They can remove all flesh from bones without damage. Domestic beetles are nature's tiny cleaning crew, leaving bones perfectly intact for scientific study or display. Great job if you got all 3 questions correct. If you missed any, now you know just how important and fascinating nature's cleanup crew really is.